I want to welcome you and thank you for sending in all your questions. You can send in your questions every week at prashantrajore.in/keeping it simple. And with that, I'd like to welcome Prashant Bhaiya. Prashant Bhaiya, welcome. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev Dhruv, how are you?
I'm good, Bhaiya. How are you?
Good, very good. I heard you're in Bombay.
Yes, Bhaiya, I'm in Bombay enjoying the monsoon here.
Is it raining very heavily there?
It was now it stopped raining. I think half 1 hour ago, but
Okay.
it's good. It's good weather.
Yeah, I miss the Bombay rains. It's been a long time.
Yes, Bhaiya. Great. So can I start with question, Bhaiya?
Yes, Dhruv. Yes, we can start.
Okay. So the question of the week is, what is healing? Is it a science?
Yeah, healing, is the body refreshing, rejuvenating itself. Okay, so through proper diet, through proper exercise, through proper rest and sleep, we can aid the healing process of the body where it recovers, it becomes stronger. You know, every day we work with the body and there is wear and tear, so that repairing of that wear and tear of the body is called healing. Okay, at a very basic level. So we do our bit, we have good diet, we do our asanas and meditation and practices and have good rest, and then a little part of it, the consciousness also plays a role. This consciousness which has created this body, which has created this life, also has a role in healing. So that is what that is how the healing process happens. Okay.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, the next question is, I want different things. Not all my desires are selfless or for a higher purpose or a greater good. Am I still a good person?
Yeah. Hmm. We need not have all desires which are selfless. Some personal desires are also necessary. We have to have a desire that I need a good place to sleep and I need good food to eat, and I need good clothes to wear. I need to be comfortable in life. And along with that, go hand in hand that we serve people, we take care of others' needs also. Okay. So, what I would say is, we can 90% we can take care of ourselves, and 10% of our time, our resources, we can use in helping others. And if you're really having more time and more things, then you can increase the percentage of mm, sharing with others, but at least 90-10, that breakup should be there, because that remaining 10%, that selflessness, is what actually is going to bring happiness in our life. We have done so many things for us since childhood till now. And all that has given us, not given us a sense of completion. We still feel that something more could be done. But when we do little things for others, see, we helped a person out many years ago. When we were helping that person out, we were very happy then. Even when we remember that situation now, it brings us happiness, a sense of completion, a sense of fulfillment. So why do we need to help others? Why do we need to be little selfless? Because it brings a sense of fulfillment, completion. When we do things for others, that brings a sense of completion. When we do for ourselves, it will always be appear to be incomplete. Okay.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, the next question is, how to live life at our peak? I see all the top-notch Ivy League successful businessmen, artists, sportsmen, politicians living a life maximizing their capabilities and wisdom.
See, from an external perspective, it appears that they're at their peak all the time. You know, but if you go at their perspective, they also go through their ups and downs, and at times they're not able to realize their potential. At times they also go through a period of where they're mentally feeling low. This is part of life. Hmm. See, why many of us we feel that we are not capable and all that, we give too much importance to our negativities. Okay, just keep on giving 100%. Even in a day, you can't be feeling same throughout the day. Hmm. If you're enthusiastic throughout the day, how will you sleep? You require a sense of relaxation to be able to sleep, and you cannot be relaxed all the time. You need to have enthusiasm. Gurudev says we require passion and dispassion both. Okay, so passion will take you to the peaks, and dispassion will help you relax. Okay. So go through the ups and downs, and the the only thing which stops us from growing is we don't want to face problems in life. We think all the problems are creating hurdles for us. In fact, all the problems in our life are stepping stones to success. Once we realize that, when we are ready to face the problem happily, joyfully, and as we come overcome more and more problems, we go higher and higher in life. Okay. So all those people who have become big also, they have realized their potential by facing problems, agreeing to face the problems which come their way, not to be depressed and helpless that what can I do with my problems. No, life has given you lots of strength and lots of abilities, and use all of them, and that is how you reach the top. Okay.
Thank you, Ian. Maybe the next question is, uh, what? Also, what's your favorite sweet treat?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Life is sweet, people are sweet, everything is sweet. And then the other sweet savories also come and have their place. Okay. But I find my life very sweet. I find every human being on this planet, whether they find me sweet or not, it is their problem. Mm. But I find every human being in my life very sweet. They might create hurdles for me, they might create disturbances for me, and they might be very helpful and supportive. And all flavors in life are required. As I told you earlier also, mm, there are some people who create hurdles, and by creating hurdles, they're creating stepping stones for your success. So it's okay. They are playing their roles in your success, in my success, and I have a lot of gratitude for them. And as Gurudev says, no, every human being at the core is very, very good. It's just their belief, it's just their actions, which make them appear to be not so good. Okay, so when you connect to that, life is sweet, people is sweet, everything in this world is sweet, and yeah, savories are also sweet and enjoyable.
Okay. And the next question is, what are the chances of getting a result your way, even if odds or evidence is not in your favor?
See, rather than your way or this, no, life has its own way. Hmm? And life is taking you on a path. Okay, sometimes you have the abilities to take life your way, sometimes you don't, and both are good. See, one beautiful thing about life is everything happens for the best. And if you have that faith within you, whether it is your way or some other way, everything is happening for the best, then you're calm, composed, relaxed, and wake up and see, sometimes life went its own way. You were very angry and upset, and you said, this is not the way. But when we reflect back on that, we think, oh, good, it did not happen that way. Otherwise, I would have been in bigger trouble, isn't it? So life is taking you, this 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 consciousness which has given us life also knows how to take us, step by step. So we play our roles, and then allow the consciousness also to play its role. It cannot be always my way or the highway. My way, and sometimes the highway, sometimes this, sometimes that.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, the next question is, vegan or vegetarian?
See, I am all for vegetarian because our genes, human genes, hmm, have taken animal protein, milk for thousands of years. Our genes are used to it. Now suddenly we wake up and say we cannot digest animal milk and animal products. Yeah, some of the animal farming which is done, the milk farming and all that, the methods are not good. But if farmers who are using the right method, taking care of the cows and the cattle in a very humane way, then we need to be having little animal source. Our vitamin D3 comes from vitamin D2, and vitamin D2, the source is animal. Okay, same thing. Though we have not understood B12 properly, but some doctors and scientists also say that B12 also comes from animal source. And it is also because our you know the nature has become so polluted. We are using so many unwanted things and all that, that is creating all these imbalances. But for hundreds of years, thousands of years, we have been using animal protein, milk especially a lot. That is the only difference between vegan and vegetarianism, especially in India. If you go in the West, they consider fish and eggs also as vegetarian, but in India, the difference is milk products is, if you're taking milk products, you're vegetarian. If you don't take any animal products, including milk products, then you're vegan. Okay, so I would go, uh, the vegetarian way. Vegan people use soy milk and other milks. We really don't know what is the long-term implication. Soya bean, a lot of people are not able to digest. They have allergies. They have lots of difficulties, isn't it? And all the other milks also. This is all recent. So I would say, if the farming is good, is humane, it is sensitive and to the needs of the animal, then vegetarianism is the better way, as far as I am concerned.
Thank you, Vinay. The next question is, why doesn't India have a vision like China? We are slow to move in execution but don't even lead in thought.
See, every country has its own flavor. Now, China has a vision. We praise the Chinese vision and all that. But do you know there are so many ghost cities and towns all over China? They had vision. They created so many cities, towns, modern townships, but there's no people to stay there. Hmm. And all the vision and all that, there are 800 million farmers in Chinese who are not so well to do. The development has not reached the grassroots level. So though we don't know, because it's a iron curtain there. But a few people whom I have met, they say that the development is not uniform everywhere, and there's a big difference between the higher incomes, people who have moved out of farming and living in the cities, and people who are living in the rural areas. So it is always nice, we Indians are very good at criticizing our own self. Okay. So sometimes plant growth is also necessary. Sometimes, organic growth is also necessary. Okay. And of late, we are also becoming good in implementing plans and executing things. In few months, we had a vaccine for corona. We have some few medicines designed, cognized in India for corona, COVID times. And slowly, it takes time. Some leadership also is required. If the leadership is also very clear, then that reflects in the society. Mm. So I'm not saying leadership in the past was good or bad. I don't want to tread into political waters. But every place has its own flavor. Okay. So rather than looking at what China is doing right and whatever, I would feel happy. The biggest advantage we have here is democracy. Everyone has an open thought process, freedom of expression, which is not there in China. Mm. And uh, it's an ancient saying, Indian saying, differences of opinion between the intelligent people is responsible for the progress in society. So we don't have one voice, we have multiple voices, and that is actually driving us. And that is how our our civilization has been sustained for thousands of years. There was other civilizations which coexisted with us, but they have all gone away. Why? Because those democratic principles, that principle of sustenance also is required. And sometimes planning is an antidote for all sustenance. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes. Okay.
Thank you, Vin. Next question. There is a study that shows people's brain are shrinking for people who have had mild case of COVID. How will such people live their life afterwards?
No, don't worry. All that is, it's a subject matter of research and studies. But we have techniques, we have herbs. A lot of Ayurveda doctors are prescribing Brahma Rasayan. Brahma Rasayan is an excellent brain tonic. So many of the things can be reset. uh, and some of the things are temporary, some may be permanent. So we require more studies, more things, and just because a little sample study has come, it does not mean that is the end of the world. Okay. Mm. For many scientists and doctors, we are still in early days. We still don't understand how coronavirus works. You know what are the long-term implications and all that. So studies are going on. So let's wait. Let us not panic. Mm. And whatever happens, know that best only will come out of it. Okay. There are lots of things which can be done to reverse any damage which may happen. Okay.
Prepare the last question that we have this week is I have seen failure at many levels. I don't even want to try anymore. How to bring back the enthusiasm and build a success story?
See, as a small child, we did all this. We have experienced failures many, many times. A child does not start walking right at the word go. It stands up, it falls down. Again, it stands up, again, it falls down. Then it takes the first step, falls down. Then again, it takes the first step, it falls down. And this has happened multiple times till the time we learn to walk and run properly. And even now, after learning all these things, we still continue to fall. Hmm. So, as a child with no abilities, we did that. So, what stops us from doing the same thing when we are grown up? We have many more abilities, we have much more intelligence, we have much more strength. Hmm. So, it's just what is lacking is the mental strength that I can overcome all failures and be successful. Hmm. So if you still feel you don't have that mental strength, it's time to do few advanced courses, 2 3 advanced courses, and all that negativity which is there will just go. In fact, one advanced course is enough. And you start working with whatever. you know it's not that everything has to become fully successful, that blueprint has to be there in front of me, only then I will succeed, or only then I will start. No, you have to start working. And whatever challenges come, whatever hurdles come, you have to be prepared to handle those hurdles, face those hurdles, overcome them, and move on with life. See, suppose you're staying in Bombay, and from Bombay, you want to go to Delhi. Nowadays, we have gadgets called GPS. Earlier days, there were no gadgets. Okay, so what would we do? We would follow the road signs. Delhi this way, that way. Sometimes we would take the right turn. Sometimes we would not take the right turn. Then we will turn back and come back. Sometimes we will take a turn where we are stuck. So that is how life is. You know, uh, Move on. Hmm. And just because you can't see the whole way from Bombay to Delhi, it does not mean that the way does not exist. When you start moving, the next few kilometers or 1 kilometer, sometimes half a kilometer, sometimes is visible. Whatever is visible, you cover that. And then when you cover that, the next part of the road will be visible to you, isn't it? So life is all about, the ability to go into the unknown. Hmm. Though it is not unknown, eventually you're going to reach Delhi. It's not unknown, but yet that is what it is. Hmm. But let me walk. Whatever I can see, whatever I can do, let me do that. And when I do that, the next step will automatically reveal itself. Okay. So that is how you build up. Don't think, it's too big and I don't see a blueprint and that final thing is not there. That is why I cannot function. That is what causes the fear of failure. But go ahead, do whatever is possible. Okay. Good. So nice, Dhruv. Good questions this time. And thank you for all the audience to for supporting us, sending us all these wonderful questions. Keep on supporting us. We are moving into a second year, 52nd, 53rd episode of Keeping It Simple. So nice. And do your final words before we end the program.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. And please send in your questions at prashantrajore.in/keeping it simple. Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye till the next time. Take care and Jai Gurdev.